let's get into selling cards because that's the most important thing that I want to talk about this week on this show. How do you actually sell cards? And if you're going to sell cards, one of the best ways to do it is online. And if you're talking about online selling, you're talking about eBay. The problem is that eBay is it's too big a marketplace. In fact, that's the problem. It's too big a marketplace. And so here are 3 issues that I have with eBay. So you can see them right here on the graphic, okay? So the first one is that it's not targeted specifically for sports cards individually. So that's a problem. 2, there is no way to fix the search problem, and we'll go over that. And then 3, eBay takes too many fees. That's a problem. So those are the 3 main issues. We're going to go over them right now. So the first problem, that eBay is just too big. Now, in an online seller, that might not seem like a big deal because you're like, oh, more eyeballs is great. Not so much, right? Like, more eyeballs would be good if more eyeballs wanted sports cards, but more eyeballs in like other areas actually make it bad for sports cards. And that's the problem. eBay gets 100 million views every single day, and most of them are not for sports cards. And so that's the problem, is the traffic. eBay does not care what they sell. They're just a platform. But if you're a seller on eBay and you don't post something new every single day, then the eBay algorithm actually punishes you because it's not there for you. It's there for the things that people want to find. And sports cards is a very small little piece of the pie, and that's the problem. So the hobby kind of needs an online auction site that focuses specifically on sports cards, so that you know every time you go, that's what you're going to get. And the experience is way better. Now, there are other auction sites, but none of them are that good. Unfortunately, I know there'll be a lot of people that'll disagree with me, but no, none of them are that good. So that's the reason why there's a vacuum. eBay kind of fills the vacuum, but eBay's not really the best place. All right, let's get into the second issue, which is the search feature. And this is a huge issue, and I've actually seen some YouTubers doing like, well, here's how you can actually make the search work for you, and you can put in these little algorithms, and you could use minus signs and plus signs and quotes, and how to actually hack the eBay search feature. Well, guess what? The fact that you have to hack the search feature in order to get it to work means it doesn't work. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, but like if you have to figure out ways to get around the search so that you could find what you want, it doesn't work. And that's because eBay is not built for sports cards. One of the biggest issues is reprints. And I know everybody knows exactly what I'm talking about. If you put in 1953 Mickey Mantle Topps card, you're going to get maybe a few 1953 Mickey Mantle Topps cards, but most of them are going to be reprints. If you put in a 1993 Derek Jeter rookie card, you're going to get reprints. You're going to get reprints on most of the cards that you're looking for. But that's not what you were looking for. You're looking specifically for the original. If you're looking for a reprint, you're going to write reprint in the search. Why do you want to get reprints in your search? You don't. And that's the problem. It makes buying cards online extra difficult because now you really need to make sure, is this the real one or is this the reprint? And then you have the other issue of then you also have fakes and scams. So you're sort of like, is that real? Is that a fake? Is it a reprint? Is it licensed? There's too many questions. So there's no way for eBay to get around this because it's not built for sports cards. There's no way for eBay to get around it. That's why we need a brand new site that's dedicated to sports cards. All right, let's get to the third one, which is the fees. And everybody knows about the fees. So eBay is taking, again, there's estimates. I'm not sure what the full amount is, but there's estimates. There are from 13 to 15% of your sale is going to eBay. 13 to 15% of the sale. That means that if you sell a card for under $5, you're not really making all that much money, which means that if you sell cards on eBay, you kind of have to sell like minimums. Like your card must sell for at least $10. Otherwise, what's the point in selling it? Like you're just not going to be making any money. And that's the problem, is there's a lot of low end on sports cards that you kind of need to sell. Like there's a whole market for low end, and eBay is just not the best place to do that. Like online retailers like Burbank Sports Cards, again, they use eBay as their basic way of selling online. They are the largest online retailer of sports cards. And so for them, you know, if you're going to go to Burbank Sports Cards, you're probably not going to buy one card because they have every card. So if you're buying like 3, 4, 5 low-end cards, it adds up to $10, and therefore they also, I think, do free shipping for a certain amount of cards. So you're going to get your money's worth. And that's the point, is that's why they have figured out the eBay kind of rhythm. Is like, yeah, you're going to go there, but you're probably not going to just buy one card. You're going to buy several. But you don't have the inventory of a Burbank Sports Card. So what are you going to do? You can't, first of all, you can't compete with their Burbank Sports Cards. You can't. But you kind of have to, because you have some of the same cards that they do. So what are you going to do? Wait for them to sell out of all their stuff? So you're getting screwed no matter what. You can't sell everything on eBay because Burbank kind of has all the cards. So you're kind of competing against them, and it is what it is. And that's the problem. So we need another platform that you can sell sports cards that's not going to take out all the fees and kind of do this. Now, I put out a video, actually 2 videos on selling. I sold a whole bunch of cards on Reddit. I used PayPal Goods and Services, GNS, and they only took 3%. Again, 3%, not 13 to 15%. The problem is that you're not going to sell a lot of cards that way. Just not, because I have to post everything, I have to get eyeballs, I have to take offers, I have to negotiate each and every sale. When you're on an eBay-like place, again, if we can get some place that's specific for sports cards, if you're on an eBay-like place, you've kind of taken out all of that stuff. Whatever the auction site is, the online site, they'll do all the marketing to get the eyeballs there, and then you just have to have your stuff up. They should also have protocols for how you put the title description in. How do you put the card description in? Like, is it a reprint? Is it an original? What year is it? Like, you should be able to search specifically for the kind of card that you want. If you want a 1986 Topps card, you should be able to put 1986 Topps in and only get 1986 Topps. I should not be getting 2008 reprints. I should not be getting 35-year anniversaries from 2023, Topps Chrome. I don't want any of the modern stuff if I'm looking for 1986. If I'm looking for, I want the 35-year anniversary card from the 2020 series, then fine. Then they give me that. But I don't want everything in one search. If I'm looking for one player, I want to get one player. I don't want to be getting 15 different players when I'm searching for something specific. And the only way that's going to happen is if we get a better site. So, for all of those coders out there, for all those people that know how to actually build these sites, hey, this is an opportunity for you. eBay is the king of the hill right now, but they do not need to stay there. The eyeballs are on sports cards. There is an open opportunity for a new site. The question is, who's going to fill that opportunity? If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I'm here every Friday. It's EDI Sports Show. Have a great weekend. It's only one show.